Andrew Lloyd Webber, PR blunder or calculated PR move? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. We're back in the studios. Yes, the weather may be looking sunny, but it's incredibly cold out there and there's a lot of traffic, so I thought I'd get inside where you could finally hear me. But if you're a fan of big musicals like me, you'll be shocked by this particular story as it centres around one of the biggest musical kings ever, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Of course, he's the man that gave us Jesus Christ Superstar and, of course, Phantom of the Opera, Cats, Sunset Boulevard, and sadly, some might say, of course, the likes of Stephen Ward, the musical. Yeah, you forgot about that one, didn't you? But he has a brand new musical out in London right now. Apparently it's going over to Broadway early next year. Cinderella. Won't bore you with the story, but it's one of these sort of things where they've rejigged it, stuck some songs on, and I kind of suppose hoping for the best. But it's really kicked off backstage, or has it? Now, it's interesting to know that Andrew Lloyd Webber was on speakerphone via his mobile to the cast and crew last week at the theatre, giving what they call in theatrical terms notes. Some might say, well, gripes. You know, he wasn't happy with this, he didn't like that, he wanted this changed. So guess what? From Monday, it's all going to be changed. There's going to be a brand new, I love this phrase, restaging of Cinderella. But a lot of the cast apparently, and remember, they're lovey divas, are up in arms, are furious in fact, that this particular thing was well broadcast across the theatre. Because of course he was naming names and, more importantly, revealing some secrets. Now, perhaps in his defence, Mr. Webber didn't realise that his mobile was being broadcast through the theatrical system. But what's wrong with that? You know, he is the boss, it's his name on the top of the poster, and if he wants things changing, well, he wrote it, it's up to him. But guess what? Some of the theatrical lovies are leaking stories left, right and centre. But as one insider told me, and get this, if this is truly the case, now is this wonderful PR to remind people that there is something of a, well, shall we say, not much hyped musical on in London's West End right now, and by this classic diva or demands sort of story getting out, it reminds people, oh, didn't know it was there, maybe we should go along. Or was it simply true, and did Andrew Lloyd Webber reveal all to certain cast members via his mobile phone for all the world, well, people in theatre at least, to hear? Whichever way, it seemingly has worked. Maybe they should employ Andrew Lloyd Webber at the Old Vic, as where we told you earlier this week, they decided to pull a musical because some of the woke people working there were rather upset about some of the comments that the director had made years ago. Interesting to note though, no such problems with Andrew Lloyd Webber. So far, none of the cast have resigned. After all, they've had a long furlough and simply need the cash. I'll keep you updated as to whether Cinderella finally does get to the ball over here in this brand new musical. Neil Sean in the heart of London.